The Prime Minister will chair a meeting of the government's emergency committee to discuss the response to severe flooding that has hit parts of the country. Downing Street's announcement of the meeting, which will take place on Tuesday, came after Jeremy Corbyn sent a letter to Boris Johnson calling on him to hold a Cobra meeting and take personal charge of the government's response. The Labour leader said he disagreed with the Prime Minister's assessment at the weekend that the flooding was not looking like something we need to escalate to the level of a national emergency. Mr. Corbyn said that if the flooding had occurred in Surrey, rather than Yorkshire or the East Midlands, it would be far more likely that a national emergency would have been declared. A government spokesman said on Monday night, the Prime Minister will chair an emergency Cobra Cabinet Office briefing rooms meeting tomorrow to discuss the response to recent flooding. In his letter to Mr. Johnson, Mr. Corbyn wrote, with heavy rain expected in parts of Yorkshire and the Midlands, in areas that are already suffering from flooding, hundreds of further flood warnings are in place. Rightly, there will be hundreds of thousands of people across these regions who remain concerned about their families and livelihoods. With this in mind, I am writing to urge you to hold a Cobra meeting and take personal charge of the government's response to the devastating flooding we have seen over the past few days. There are 2 rain warnings in force for Thursday. Here's a look at why. Down arrow, #weatherawarepic.twitter.com/quota5xh. Met Office, at Meet Office, November 11, 2019. In addition, we need full assurance from the government that every resource is being utilised to aid those that need it and protect against future potential floods. With dozens of flood warnings still in place, I have to disagree with your assessment from the weekend that this is not a national emergency. If this had happened in Surrey, not Yorkshire or the East Midlands, it seems far more likely that a national emergency would have been declared. Every year we don't act means higher floodwaters, more homes ruined and more lives at risk due to climate change. Mr. Corbyn said the government must also ensure that the insurance industry fulfills its responsibilities. 5 severe flood warnings remain in place on the #RiverDon, with ongoing river flooding in South Yorkshire this week. #flooding is also possible in many parts of England on Thursday and Friday. Sign up for flood alerts, https://t.go/p5d6axpaidvqpic.twitter.com/89ptlc. Environment Agency, at ENVAgency, November 11, 2019. On Monday afternoon, the Environment Agency had 5 severe danger to life flood warnings in place, all in and around Doncaster. For more on this story, visit the news article link.